Right now, there's a voice in your head telling you that you're not enough, that you've messed up too many times, that God could never use someone like you. But what if I told you that voice is the biggest lie you've ever believed? What if the very thing you think disqualifies you is exactly what God wants to redeem? Stay with me, because what you're about to hear could change everything you thought you knew about your identity and your future. This isn't just another motivational message. This is a direct word from the heart of God to you, the lie that's been holding you back. Let me ask you something. How long have you been carrying the weight of your past mistakes? How many times have you replayed your failures like a broken record in your mind? There's an enemy who wants you to believe that you are your worst moments, that your identity is defined by what you did wrong, not by who created you. And here's why he works so hard to keep you trapped in that lie. Because he knows what you're capable of when you finally understand who you really are. You see, the enemy doesn't fear your past. He fears your potential. He fears the version of you that walks in complete freedom and purpose. So he whispers lies. You're too broken. You're too far behind. Everyone else has it figured out except you. But God is saying something completely different today. God has been watching. Every single tear you've cried in secret, He's collected them. Every prayer you whispered when you thought no one was listening, He heard it. Every moment you felt completely alone, He was right there, holding you together when you felt like falling apart. You were never abandoned. You were being strengthened for what's coming next. Your true identity. Here's what God wants you to know. You are not an accident. You weren't randomly thrown together. You are a purposeful creation, designed with specific intention and unlimited potential. Think about that for a moment. The God who created galaxies, who set the stars in motion, who breathed life into existence, that same God intentionally created you with your unique personality, your specific gifts, your distinct calling. And here's the truth that will set you free. Your value doesn't come from what you achieve. It doesn't come from how many people approve of you. It doesn't come from your performance or your productivity. Your value comes from one place and one place only. You were created by God. That means on your worst day, when you feel like you failed at everything, your worth hasn't decreased by even 1%. On your best day, when everything goes right, your worth hasn't increased, because it was never about what you do. It's about whose you are. Stop measuring yourself by the world's standards. Stop comparing your chapter 3 to someone else's chapter 20. Your journey is uniquely yours, and God is writing a story through your life that only you can tell. Discernment and divine connection. Now, God is giving you a warning and a promise. The warning: not everyone who approaches you right now has good intentions. Some people are distractions dressed as opportunities. Some relationships are detours disguised as destiny. God is asking you to exercise discernment. Pay attention to the fruit, not just the appearance. Does this person, this opportunity, this path draw you closer to God or pull you away? Does it align with your purpose or derail it? But here's the promise. While God is protecting you from the wrong connections, He's simultaneously preparing the right ones. There are people right now being positioned to enter your life. People who will support you, challenge you in healthy ways, and help you become everything God created you to be. Divine appointments are coming. Friendships that will feel like family. Mentors who will see your potential before you do. Your job isn't to force doors open. Your job is to stay faithful, stay discerning, and trust that God is orchestrating connections you couldn't have planned yourself. The season is shifting. Can you feel it? Something is changing. You've been in a season of testing, of struggle, of wondering if things would ever get better. You faced storms that tried to break you. But here's what God wants you to know. That season is ending. You are transitioning from a season of testing into a season of testimony, from struggle into provision, from chaos into peace. This doesn't mean challenges disappear. It means you're entering a phase where you'll finally see the fruit of your faithfulness, where doors that were closed will swing open, where resources that were withheld will suddenly become available. The wilderness season was never meant to destroy you. It was meant to develop you. And everything you learned in the valley is about to be used on the mountaintop. Get ready. The shift is already in motion. Forgiveness, trust, and your destiny. Before we finish, there's something God needs you to release, the weight of regret and shame. Forgiveness has already been given. The question is, will you accept it? Will you finally forgive yourself for the things God has already forgotten? Stop punishing yourself for a past that's been redeemed. Stop holding yourself hostage to mistakes that have already been covered by grace. Today is your new beginning, not because you've earned it, but because God is declaring it over your life. And one more thing. Trust His timing. What feels like a delay is actually divine precision. What looks like a closed door is actually God's protection. Everything, and I mean everything, has been working for your good, even when you couldn't see it. You are a child of the King. You are free from every chain the enemy tried to bind you with. You carry a light that this world desperately needs. So step into your purpose. Shine your light. Fulfill your destiny. Because you are not your mistakes. You are God's masterpiece.